Einen wunderschönen guten Abend und hallo! Ja, willkommen zurück zu unserem kleinen Fright Night Friday. Heute schauen wir uns gemeinsam gemütlich ein paar Horror-Spooky-Clips an und danach geht es gemeinsam ins Discord rüber, wo wir uns dann Late Night with the Devil anschauen werden. Ja, schön, dass ihr da seid. Der Eerie ist auch endlich zurückgekehrt. Den haben wir schnell noch nach draußen zum Pipi machen geschickt, damit er sich dann gleich, wenn wir die gruseligen Videos angucken, nicht einmacht. Und ja, schön, dass ihr da seid. Was gibt's Neues? Ja, wir waren heute noch viel unterwegs mit dem Eerie. Und dementsprechend ist er jetzt auch gut ausgelastet. Ne, jetzt hast du auch Bock auf Filmabend, ne? Ja, macht es sich da auch schon bequem. Und ja, mal gucken, was wir da so finden. Natürlich werden wir starten mit dem guten Nukes Top 5. Wenn ihr aber selber noch irgendwelche spooky Videos habt, könnt ihr die natürlich gerne entweder einem meiner Mods oder mir direkt im Discord schicken. Und dann können wir die gerne mit auf die Watchlist tun. Ansonsten, ja, machen wir das bis 21 Uhr. Das heißt, wir gucken uns halt 2 Stündchen hier was an und dann wechseln wir alle gemeinsam rüber ins Discord, wo ich dann die Kinobühne aufmachen werde, wo ihr dann reinjoinen könnt und gemeinsam mit uns Late Night with the Devil schaut. Also, wird ein schöner Filmabend. Ich habe mir auch hier eingedeckt. Ich hoffe, ihr habt auch viele Snacks. Ich habe hier den guten Schokoladentrunk. Oder eher Trinkschokolade. Natürlich habe ich mir auch ein paar Snacks gegönnt, wie zum Beispiel hier so Käsebrezel und natürlich auch ein Küss. Hier, was ist das denn hier? Nussfruchtmix. Aber auch. Irgendwie guckt sich alles gut an. Hier haben wir auch Schoki. Pinguin. Und ja, ich hoffe, ihr habt auch genügend leckere Sachen dabei. Was? Chips und Energy. Sehr schön, sehr schön. Dann gucken wir uns das jetzt gleich schön gemütlich an. Ja, nicht wundern, wenn ich nicht so viel dabei laber, aber ich futter selber die Snacks. Bestimmt nicht, weil wir heute kaum was gegessen haben, sondern total, weil ich mir das andächtig anschaue. Irgendwie sagt es nein, irgendwie schon, ne? Sieht so ein bisschen aus, als hätte Bock drauf. Was ist denn eigentlich da mit deinem Bambo? Warum ist Bambo so auf dich drauf gefallen? Was ist denn los, ne? Das kannst du einen haben. Moment, ich muss glaube ich eben kurz dein Bambo richten. Eine Sekunde. Moment. So. Mein Schäfchen ist wieder einigermaßen gerichtet, damit du auch Platz hast, ne? Du willst ja auch drin sitzen können, ne? Jo. Und so, dann packe ich hier alles offen. Gut, YouTube ist gestartet. Ich habe auch schon Nukes Top 5 Seite auf. Ich sehe da gerade 2 neue Videos, die wir noch nicht kennen. Die gehen jeweils ungefähr eine halbe Stunde. Das passt ja sehr, sehr, sehr gut sogar. Dann schauen wir uns gleich auch das erste an. Ich hüpfe mal mit euch rüber in den Watch Room. Alle, hopp. So, da sind wir auch schon. Eerie ist auch da, ne? Eerie, du bist auch bereit, ne? Ja. Der guckt auch schon zum Bildschirm hin. Und ja, dann würde ich sagen, hier habe ich Nukes Top 5 offen. Wir haben hier neue Videos und zum einen 10 Scare Videos of Ghosts. Wir haben hier auch theoretisch 10 Scary Videos for Fullscreen Terror. Oh, Fullscreen Terror ist natürlich auch richtig gut. Und natürlich 10 Scary Ghost Videos that will give you the creeps. Vor 2 Tagen rausgekommen. Und das hier vor 2 Wochen. Das heißt, das sind die beiden neuesten. Die gucken wir uns auf jeden Fall an, oder? Habt ihr Bock? Sehr schön. Irgendwie, hast du auch Bock? Ja. Dann machen wir doch direkt das erste Video an. Ups. Machen natürlich Vollbild für euch. Zack. Und ja, dann fangen wir gemeinsam an zu schmausen und zu schauen. Vorschau bei Fullscreen Terror ist natürlich Hochqualität. So muss das sein, Bambu. So, das ist Qualität. So, ich mach mal an.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. 7 years ago, a 49-year-old man was brutally attacked and lost his life right outside the apartment's front door. After Kama moves in, he begins to notice his things moving and falling to the floor for no reason. He hears the creepy sound of someone knocking on his door and doors inside the apartment slam shut for no reason. One afternoon, Kama hears strange sounds coming from somewhere inside his apartment. He pulls out his phone and starts to record as he tries to find the source of the odd noises. But then, this happens.
Hat er sich da eingefurzt? Einfach den Geist weggefurzt. Oh Mann, neue Taktik. Ja. Das war Slimer dem sein Vetter. Kommt man doch so Quatsch.
Kama gets a good jump scare as a door slams shut right in front of him. And, it seems to literally scare a fart right out of him.
Shit.
But now, this is where the fun ends and things start to get really dark. Because another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment. What happens next is truly creepy.
Und zum Henker hat er den Stuhl mit in der Bilder mitten im Flur stehen. Das ist einfach nur ein Schrank. Jetzt geht die Tür auf, oder? Okay, oder auch nichts. Oh Gott, er hat einen schweren Fall von Angelschnüren im Haus.
A cupboard door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across the floor. Later that night, Kama decides to live stream from his apartment. He says that he's having trouble sleeping because he keeps hearing things moving and falling to the floor over in the next room. What happens next, live on camera, is downright chilling.
Downright chilling. It's downright chilling. Ja, stimmt, wenn er nicht furzt, kann es auch nicht echt gewesen sein. Wir wissen, dass er ein Angstfurzer ist. Das bedeutet, wenn er nicht furzt, hat er keine Angst. Dementsprechend weiß er, was passiert. Und seine Masche durchschaut. Die Fürze lüge nicht. What is fartening? Signori, was ist hier? kommst du gerade richtig? Ja, wir sind gerade auf der Spur. Furzgeister.
Caught live on stream, Kama hears the sounds of his belongings falling to the floor in the other room. But when he goes to investigate, the drawers of a small cupboard slide open on their own. Kama's had enough and runs down the stairs and out of the building. But when he looks up at his apartment window, he is shocked to see someone or something standing inside his apartment, seemingly looking right down at him. So with everything that has happened, could Kama's apartment actually be haunted by the restless ghost of the man whose life was taken there? Let me know what you think. Just a quick side note, but Greenlandic is only spoken by around 57,000 people in the entire world. So a huge thank you to Nuke's Top 5 viewer Wilhelm for translating Nuke's Top 5 viewer videos. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Natalie Hintz is taking a few iPhone live photos of her sister-in-law and niece at a scenic lookout in Utah, when suddenly she notices something very odd.
Downright chilling. Kann sich doch sehen lassen, hier. Zeige euch das mal. Nüsschen und Chips.
When Natalie watches the live photos back, she notices a bicycle riding by at an alarming speed in the background, all on its own.
Kannst du schön mit uns hier
and there's no one chasing the runaway bike.
21 Uhr wechseln wir rüber in Discord, da schauen wir uns noch einen Horrorfilm an. Late with Mr. Devil.
Viewer Steven Figueroa says that he's been experiencing paranormal events since he was 3 years old. He says that he has even seen full-bodied shadow apparitions in his home. So back in 2013, when Steven was 18 years old, he says that he was finally able to capture proof of what he's been experiencing. But it's a bit potato because all he had to record back then was his iPod Touch.
Oha! Hat die alte E-Recam ja mehr Auflösung.
Notice that the trash can first tips slightly forward, then moves back, then crashes over onto the floor. A few bags and suitcases fall over as well for no apparent reason. Cut to 2017, and Steven has now upgraded his video with a new phone. When he hears a strange rattling noise coming from the hallway outside his bedroom, he once again decides to try to record some proof of his paranormal experiences. And this is when things start to get really weird.
Die haben da schon so eine creepy... Was ist denn eine Puppe? Wir hatten sowas im Haus.
A picture frame on the wall violently moves and raises up, almost as if it's trying to fly right off the wall. Since this video, Steven says that his grandmother cleansed and saged their home, and for the last 6 years, he's happy to report he's never had another paranormal experience. This next creepy video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Paulus Helander. In his email, Paulus says that his brother was home all alone one night at their farm in Finland. Out the window, he notices that the light in the barn has mysteriously turned on. Paulus says that this strange event has happened many times, but no one in his family can figure out why. Now the farm is in the middle of nowhere, and the man is all alone. But nevertheless, he gathers his courage and goes out to turn off the light. He films the barn as he searches for any explanation as to why the light turned on. What happens next is downright creepy.
Die haben nie geschnallt, dass es ein Bewegungsmelder ist. Oder eine Zeitschaltuhr. So, wo befindet sich der Lichtschalter in dieser Hütte? Ja. Bewegungsmelder Katzen. Ist recht, wir haben nicht gesehen, dass es einfach anging. Wir haben keine anderen Dinge. Wir haben nur die Quelle Trust Me, Bro.
Did you see it? A pale, undefined face can be seen staring in through the window of the barn.
Das war mein Nachbar Johnson.
Watching the man before disappearing.
Er wollte wieder Schweine klauen.
Thankfully, whatever it was seems to have scurried off, and the man returned home unharmed. But what do you think this is? Is it something paranormal, or perhaps something even more terrifying?
Können natürlich auch einzelne Farmtiere sein, ne?
Around the farm in the middle of nowhere in the dead of night. Hanako-san. A group of friends at a high school in Japan hear crying coming from the restroom during their lunch break. Now in Japan there is a famous legend of a girl named Hanako-san. This young girl's spirit is said to haunt restrooms in schools across Japan. The group moves in, all of them a bit hesitant to investigate the source of the creepy sound. Needless to say, it did not go well.
Und Toilettengeist kennen wir mal auch, oder? Hanako-san? Ach, das ist ja interessant. Wir haben tatsächlich gesagt, guck mal von der Western-Style-Toilette. Das heißt, die haben einmal diese Hockklos und die Western, also westlichen Klos. Beides da. Da können die sich aussuchen, worauf sie wollen. Das ist ja mal lustig. Und die nennen ja auch einfach, guck mal bei der westliche Toilette.
The girls are just about to leave until they suddenly hear a loud bang and go back for a look. The horrifying, distorted face of a young girl can be seen inside one of the restroom stalls. The group runs in fear, and the video cuts. Now, unfortunately, there's no source to be found for this video. It appeared on the internet as mysteriously as the Japanese legend. So did the girls capture evidence of Hanako-san? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Das ist halt wirklich wahrscheinlich ein ausgedrucktes Bild, das sie dahin getackert hat.
A girl says that she lives in a spooky house that was built in the early 1800s. She says that as long as she can remember, strange, unexplained things have happened around the home, including odd noises and creepy, unexplained footsteps in the middle of the night. Tragically, the girl's mother passed away inside the house under mysterious circumstances. Soon after, the girl's granddad became convinced that there was something evil inside the home. For unknown reasons, her granddad sealed his bedroom shut, hid the key, and left the house, never to return. The old man's room remained locked off for the next 6 years. Then suddenly, one day the key to the room was found just lying in the open on the living room table, with no explanation as to how it got there. One night, the girl and her friends decide to explore the allegedly haunted house, using a spirit box in hopes of getting some kind of answer from the other side. And that's when things take a very unexpected turn.
If there's anybody with us, can you tell us your name? We don't usually tell you our name. No water. Oh, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that.
Oh nein, ein Mädchen aus der Dusche!
The girl's sister is unaware of what's going on and simply steps out of the shower to go to her room. The group thinks it's a ghost and freaks the out. But things are about to take a much more sinister turn as the three friends finally decide to unlock and explore her granddad's 6-year sealed bedroom.
That was just a bedroom? Are you going in?
No, I'm getting a bad feeling.
Was ein Saustall,
I
ey.
don't feel good. No, I don't.
Räumt doch mal auf.
So lightheaded.
That?
I just got
Corbin, don't be going through this stuff.
I just got so lightheaded. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I got lightheaded as soon as I walked in here.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here.
Ach, das ist das Schlafzimmer von dem Opa.
Any spirits in here, leave. You are not welcome.
Das 6 Jahre lang absolut abgeschlossen war.
That's what I'm
Und keiner drin ist. Ist ja kein Wunder, dass wenn die da reinkommen, dass denen schwindelig wird. Wer weiß, was da alles drin ist.
Yeah.
Did your grandpa ever think about that? Like, it could be an object. You could just burn the whole room. Between in the closet, dude.
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
My back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it? I don't know. Oh my god! No, you're kidding!
Stop.
No, get out! Get out!
Hat sich einfach selbst gekratzt, bevor man hingeguckt hat.
Your back.
Stop. No, you too. Stop. You're giving me anxiety.
Oh my god! You're kidding, right? You're kidding!
The girls are shocked as their friend seems to get scratched by something inside the room.
It took us like 5 minutes to unlock that door. Like it wouldn't open. We went in and immediately
Chat, das ist
I felt
gruselig.
lightheaded. Didn't
Immer
you
wenn
say
ich
you did
versuche,
feel good?
Fiore ihre Leckerlis wegzunehmen, habe ich auch
Immediately
solche
I felt lightheaded and I was
Rückenmale
like,
auf dem Rücken.
Okay, weird. But I was just trying to like
Kann
play
das
it
nur
off, you know,
sein?
like it's not real. He said that his back was burning, and as a joke, I was like, oh, imagine if you had scratch marks. And then he had them. And in the video, you obviously can see there was no one near him.
After this terrifying ordeal, the group believes something is very wrong inside that house. They say that they plan on just staying out of that bedroom. But what do you think is going on here? Could there be a dark entity linked to that bedroom? Or
Der hat sich selbst einfach über... Aua! Ah! Ascha! Dankeschön! Ah!
Lost soul. In Michoacan, Mexico, a
Hätte sich einfach
photographer
selbst
named
den Rücken
Paco is
gekratzt.
waiting in his studio for his
Wie
friend
geht's dir,
Eduardo
Jascha?
to arrive to work on a project. Paco suddenly hears his friend Eduardo outside his open window, talking loudly to someone on the street. Paco checks his security camera to see what's going on. And
Noch am Mümmeln.
just watch.
Jascha, ich hoffe, du hast dir auch Snacks mitgebracht. Ich hab hier eine leckere Schokimilch. Leckere Snacks.
Güey, te juro por Dios, güey. Te lo juro por Dios.
Warte ab, bis unserer mal da ist, Jascha. Dann rufen wir die auch permanent an, wenn wir
Por
Probleme
Dios,
sind.
güey. Un señor se me acercó y preguntó, oiga, disculpe, ¿dónde es la pinera? Y por eso le explico, le digo que tenía que cruzar y darle más para abajo, güey, te lo juro. Te lo juro, güey, no mames.
Eduardo swears that a man was asking him for directions, but the security footage shows no one there, just an odd white mist. So did Eduardo have a conversation with a ghost or a brief mental breakdown? Because he seems convinced. So let me know what you think. Alice Attic. Amateur paranormal investigator Phil Koch has been posting strange captures from his supernatural explorations for 15 years on YouTube.
The hell was that? Wait, gotta get the camera. Shh. Okay, something just crashed right next to us.
In fact, I featured Phil's videos on this channel many years ago.
What the hell? Something just moved behind me.
Now, on this particular night, Phil and his teenage son are performing a paranormal investigation in the attic of an allegedly haunted house in West Allis, Wisconsin. And things get weird.
On the floor. So.
56? 70? Between
Without them knowing, a voice seems to whisper, "Go outside."
7.
But what happens next shocks them to their core.
It's like 12:30. And I think that it was about an hour since we heard those footsteps coming through here, but I don't know what that was from. What's our average temperature?
It's about 37, 38.
That's why I'm cold. I'm getting like a 0.2 all the way through the room.
Like it's going to 45. There's 50. Oh, I got a 50.
I got a reading here. I got a reading here. Okay.
Es recht, die sind schon auf Geisterjagd. Die wollen unbedingt Phänomene
They just run right out of the attic.
hauen aber immer
But when
sofort ab,
Phil
wenn sie was
uploads the
bewegt.
video, Many viewers claim that they can actually see
30.
something sitting in the chair that slides out. But what do you think?
430.
The Wandering Patient. This next video takes place in an allegedly haunted hospital. Now the story goes that the spirit of a little girl who passed away still wanders the hospital halls,
bring uns mal ein Bubble-Team mit.
unable to move on.
Denk dran, 21 Uhr gehen wir in Discord rüber. Da
The
gucken wir
staff
Late Night
working the
Friday.
late night shift experience something that makes their blood run cold.
Ich auch schon mehr währenddessen am Leben.
Ay, no, nomás nos están asustando. Yo quiero llorar. Foto, ya está grabando. ¿Está grabando? Ya deja de jugar, niña. Ay, no, Dani, ya. Pequeña. No mames, no mames. Pequeña, que estamos jugando, ven acá.
Leckeren Likör. Was ist für ein?
Se abrieron las dos. Ya se salió, a lo mejor. Ay, no. Ay, no, no.
Bambo, was willst du mit der Zwiebel?
Nunca me asusto. Y ahora. Ay, no mames, no, ya.
¿Qué necesitas, pequeña?
No. ¿Ocupas algo? Ay, no.
Pequeña.
¿Ya prendió la luz?
Now the hospital night staff all know the creepy story of the little ghost that supposedly wanders the hospital. So they watch in terror as the cafeteria gates and automatic doors open and close on their own, almost as if someone is walking there. But as the doors close, a small dark figure can be seen walking by the doors on the other side. But whatever it is, it somehow just doesn't trigger the automatic
Das
doors.
ist kein Problem, ja, Joe.
So could the story
Sonst
be
morgen
true?
kommen auch Räuber und die
And
anderen
is the
wieder zu
hospital
besuchen.
indeed haunted by the
Dann fahr mal
spirit
los.
of a little girl? I leave that up to you
So ein
to
Bubble,
decide.
das ist doch kein Bubble-Tea, Bambo.
The Madison Seminary. Two teams of paranormal investigators decide to explore the allegedly haunted Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio. Madison Seminary was built in 1847, and over the years the building has been used as a school, a hospital, a mental asylum, and
Wenn ich
even
mit
as
dem Maus
housing for the
rübergehe, passiert da
grieving
gar
families
nichts. Ich
of
kann das ja
men
mal
who died
copy-pasten.
in the Civil War.
Nee, das ist
With a
eine
long,
Zwiebel, aber
dark
wenn ich
history
rübergehe,
like
ist das
that,
kein
it's no
Bubble-Tea.
surprise that many ghosts are said to haunt its abandoned halls. So one spirit in particular is said to be that of a very unfriendly doctor who tries to frighten and physically attack anyone who visits Madison Seminary. Now, the team of paranormal investigators has just started to explore the building when investigator Mandy notices something very odd.
Also bei mir ist das nur ein Punkt, also sieht auch wie eine Zwiebel.
Oh yeah. Dude, he's super red.
Moment hier.
Oh, sun just came through. Hey, oh, it's a pain.
Oh, what the?
Ja.
It almost looks like a thumb.
That's
weird.
What? Das ist nur ein Punkt.
It's a weird spot too. Yeah.
Aber aussieht wie eine Zwiebel.
Like it doesn't feel like anything right now.
No, that's weird.
Ein Bubble Tea.
I guess we'll see if it does start to feel like something.
Turn around again.
So it's burning or something?
I mean, it's so red.
I know, it doesn't feel like anything. It's weird.
Ghost hunter Steve is shocked to discover that a large red mark has suddenly appeared on the back of his neck. But he says he doesn't really feel a thing. So the group continues upstairs where the angry spirit of the doctor is said to sometimes appear. As they record, they capture something that is downright creepy.
Das Shrek in Das ist auch eine Zwiebel.
Yeah, there's like a male voice down there. There's like 2 or 3 words.
Doctor! It just said doctor.
Right after your male voice, it said doctor. Yeah. So
Hat der Doktor gesagt oder sagt nur die Maschine, dass er jetzt Doktor steht?
So people call him a doctor.
Das ist kein Bubble Tea.
So we call him a doctor, usually.
Is there a doctor down there?
Die Gaslighter hier.
Did you hear that? Yeah. I definitely heard a voice coming from down there.
The group hears a male voice coming from somewhere in the attic. But did you see it? Right after the investigators hear a voice and their obelisk ghost box says the word doctor, a small dark figure can be seen running into the attic hallway.
Dobby, bist du's?
The ghost hunters don't even notice the odd figure and only see it once they review their footage later. So did they capture the spirit of the old hospital doctor on camera? You decide. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Club Paranormal. Caught on camera. Late one night, Claire Mills from Manchester, England gets a notification on her Ring camera that someone is moving around in her front yard. For obvious reasons, Claire is a bit worried.
Von diesen komischen Klingelkameras gibt's echt creepy Videos.
Sends chills down her spine.
Nee, lieber nicht, die sind so klebrig oder hart.
A strange white mist can be seen quickly darting down the driveway before disappearing completely. Claire has no idea what to make of this bizarre figure and wonders if she might have caught a ghost on camera.
Aus wie eine Spiegelung von einem Auto oder so.
So if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Secret Shopper. Security guard Ramirez Rivera is working the night shift on New Year's Eve at a Bodega Herrera store in Torreon, Mexico. The security guard is a little bit bored and records a video complaining about having to work all alone on New Year's Eve. Suddenly, something very strange happens.
Año Nuevo, señores. Feliz Año Nuevo aquí encerrado. Jales, jale. Sin llorar.
Im Discord ist das auch ein Bubble Tea, aber hier in Twitch nicht.
Hijo de su pinche madre. Luego se oyó.
Toy Story.
Ni pedo, vámonos. Uy. A la chingada. ¿Qué chingas trae ese pinche? No manches. No se oye con sensor, valiendo madre. Vámonos mejor. Uy. Uy, güey. Vámonos mejor.
After this creepy occurrence, the security guard is a little freaked out, but just brushes it off. But then another night at 3:20 in the morning, Rivera thinks he keeps seeing someone walking behind him from the corner of his eye, even though he's the only person in the store. A little spooked, he decides to record himself as he walks through the store.
Haben wir so eins nicht letztens schon gehabt, so ein Video? Da bin ich mit dem Besen.
What happens next is truly bizarre.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas madrugadas. No, bueno, más bien, estoy nervioso, asustado.
Ja, nur.
Siempre traigo mi celular a la mano.
Nur, Jascha.
Son las 3:20 de la mañana, me tocó aquí guardia nocturna. Bodega Herrera, si se fijan está todo solo.
Schon wieder mit den Preisen rum.
Ahorita acabo de ver a alguien allá en la entrada de clientes.
Ja, da kannst du auch 10 von kaufen.
Allá por la entrada de clientes, hasta allá hasta atrás. Y no hay nadie. Ya fui a asomarme y no.
Also ich sehe da nix.
No hay nadie. Así lo voy a dejar a ver si, pues de pura chingadera se vuelve a ver, ¿no?
Ich muss auch gucken, komm.
Y lo vi clarito, clarito. Ya lo
Das
vi
will ich
otra
aber
vez.
hoffen, Jascha. Das sollte man sowieso.
A ver si se alcanza a ver. No,
Ich glaube, Iri geht was trinken.
A eso que se mira ahí. Eso negro que se ve ahí. Miren.
Das ist ein Einbrecher, denkt sich, was bist du denn für ein Sicherheitsmann? Wenn du das siehst, dass da jemand rumläuft, sollst du hingehen und der Person sagen, wir haben geschlossen und ihn rausschmeißen. Oder die Polizei rufen und nicht, da ist eine Schattengestalt.
Es una persona, claro está que mire.
Das ist einfach ein Einbrecher.
No. Vámonos.
Someone or something can be seen lurking behind the creeped out security guard. Now, we cut to a week later, and Rivera is back on another night shift when he spots a little girl aimlessly wandering around outside the supermarket. But before he can approach her, she simply disappears into the night. Given the late hour and the fact that the little girl was all alone, many viewers have speculated that this little girl could have been responsible for the strange occurrences in the store. Some even suggest that she might actually
Ich mit TikTok aufnehmen und sagen, oh, das ist Schattengestalt.
So now a few months go by and things seem to be
Stell dir mal
back
vor,
to normal.
dann wird er in den Diebstahl gemeldet und dann gucken sie sich das an und sagen sie, hier, was haben sie denn da für einen komischen Job gemacht?
Weird.
¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Oigan, estoy en mi hora de comida, pero no van a creer.
Lunchbreak, der hat da ein fucking Bett sich aufgebaut.
Escuché que se movió el carrito, no lo vi. Escuché que ese carrito se
Der hat sich da einfach selbst ein Bett gebaut.
Se escuchó ese clarito como si lo hubiera alguien agarrado.
Ja, immer wenn ich so Nachtschicht mache als Sicherheitsmann, oh, das ist schon anstrengend, so. Nicht zu verschlafen.
Estoy temblando. Pero sí, clarito escuché.
Und sonst macht er nur scheinbar TikToks.
Lo movieron, amigos. Clarito. Si yo pues no alcancé a grabarlo, obviamente.
Ja, wir sind doch ganz gechillt.
Mira, chéquense. Ustedes me van a decir si soy yo. Son mis
Nein, Giese, wie geht's dir?
Pero, mire. No
Man klaut deinen Einkaufswagen.
No manches. Amigos.
Hey, nicht in den Arm beißen.
Se movió. El carro se movió.
Wie gechillt er so sitzt. Ach ja, ne, da fährt jetzt ein Wagen rum. Ja, ich höre die Stimme und Schattenwesen sehe ich oder was.
Se movió.
Umstellen sprechen. Oh no.
As the security guard attempts to capture evidence of
Hier
the
gerade
shopping
entspannt ein
cart
bisschen Horrorfilme. So spooky Videos. Und um 21 Uhr schauen wir uns dann Horrorfilme in Discord an.
Want to play?
Que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito.
Den hast du doch beschworen, Jascha.
The Bodega Herrera store in Torreon is haunted by the spirit of a little girl? Or just what is going on here? I leave it up to you to decide.
Oh, das ist lieb. Die gute Schmiesekiese. Also da war jetzt noch nicht so Spookiges bei, aber das war ja auch für den Anfang, ne, Juli? Was meinst du? Sollen wir uns das nächste angucken direkt hier? Das mit Ghost Videos that will give you the creeps. Willst du Creeps haben? Juli, was sagst du? Möchtest du Creeps haben, ja? Ja. Ich glaube, er möchte Creeps.
A few months ago, a woman named Rosanna bought an old apartment somewhere in France and moved in with her 2 very young children and her 13-year-old cat, Loli.
Oder sind das Krebs?
But almost immediately after moving into the new place, her cat begins to act very strangely.
Iri kriegt natürlich auch Snacks. Eine Katze. Katze. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, oh, da gibt's Beef. Hörst du eine Katze? Ja.
The cat, Loli, aggressively hisses and snarls at something that Rosanna can't see. Now, Rosanna says that the cat had never done anything like this before they moved. So as a single mother, Rosanna shares custody of her children with their father. So one night when the children are away at their dad's house, something happens that makes Rosanna's blood run cold.
Das ist die Katze. Die hat keinen Bock mehr. Ja. Aber zutreten die Tür.
Even though Rosanna is completely alone, she hears her young daughter's voice calling out to her from the children's bedroom. The voice repeats, Mama, over and over.
Muss jedes Mal an die Family Guy
to be coming from an old radio that doesn't even have batteries inside. After this absolutely terrifying experience, Rosanna decides to share her story online in search of advice. She also calls for help from a local priest. The scared mother is now desperate to try absolutely anything to get rid of the sinister entity that seems to be haunting her home. But nothing seems to help. In fact, it just gets much, much worse.
Oh, jetzt ist der Geist sauer. Oh, jetzt gibt's Ärger. Oh. Hello there. Sie dreht sich mit. Das ist aber auch ein hässlicher Puppenkopf. Mann, Mann, Mann. Nicht der teure Fernseher, oder? Nee, das sind Bilder, ne? Glück gehabt.
Right. The head of a dressing mannequin that Rosanna has had for years moves on its own and seems to follow her.
Das war das Bild von dem Fernseher, damit alle denken, sie hätte einen.
Rosanna feels that the apartment is no longer safe for her children and decides to stay in the home all alone. Eventually,
also sagen wir mal ehrlich, die Bude war auch jetzt nicht die schönste. Modern ist anders. Ich glaube, da freuen sich die Kinder, wenn sie umziehen dürfen.
Angrily snarling at something in the hallway just outside the living room door. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay.
Loli.
Pio, was hat die Katze? Übersetz mal. Okay. Ey, das ist echt nicht schlecht gemacht.
Laisse-moi. Loli. Loli.
Hat die sich unterm Tisch versteckt?
After this very disturbing incident, Rosanna says that she became seriously ill and spent the rest of the night throwing up. She says she is absolutely convinced that the old apartment she bought is haunted by a demon.
Ah, das meint die
For now,
Katze.
she stays at a hotel with her cat until she can hopefully afford to move somewhere else. She says she's currently seeking legal action against the people who sold her that apartment.
Das wie Glück. Stellt euch mal vor, ihr vermietet eine Wohnung und dann werdet die Mieterin euch anzeigen, was da drin spukt. Aber und da ich will den Richter sehen. Da denkt sie auch nur ernsthaft. Really? Und hat die nicht gesagt, dass die für umgezogen ist, weil das so unsicher war für sie und ihre Kinder? Und jetzt auf einmal hatte sie nur Sorgen um sich und ihre Katze? Was ist denn mit den Kindern los? Also irgendwas passt da nicht so ganz.
Top-by viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jane, reached out to us about a very creepy experience she had in her family home in Norway. So while Jane is in the basement grabbing some tools for her brother, she hears something that puts her on edge. She hits record on her phone as she investigates. And what happens next is truly bizarre.
I have to dig in some screws, my brother.
Från det jag fixade på en bil. Så...
Ziege?
Kaffern. Hallo?
Stimmt, Katze.
my god, oh my god. Come on. Jeg sverger, det er bare mannen der. I kjelleren. Så...
Jetzt entschuldigen Sie mir Zeit einzuheben.
Hallo? Det er ingen der. People in here.
Ah, ich sehe, Babo hat Apfelsaft.
Hallo?
Hallo?
Okay. Graffer.
Das ist eine wütende Ziege.
Hallo?
Der Gute von Albi. Natürlich der alkoholfreie, den Genuss.
Okay, jag måste ha varit hem.
Jane hears several weird screeches coming from somewhere near her in the basement.
Das ist norwegisch, das ist ein Norweger. Ich glaube, keine Ahnung, ob die da auch einfach Hallo sagen in Norwegen.
Did you see it? Jane looks into a mirror 2 times while walking through the basement. The first time, there's nothing out of the ordinary. But the second time, something seems to be standing in the doorway right behind her. To this day, Jane has no idea what happened, but says that the experience gave her the creeps. Now again, Jane says she has never posted this video anywhere online and wishes to remain anonymous.
Ich weiß, warum du da sitzen willst,
I have to leave it up to you. Do you think Jane captured something paranormal? And if not, then
die Leckerlis schnorren kann.
Or what is this? Up in smoke. It's around 11:30 at night and Jocelyn is working in a smoke shop in Central Alabama when she hears a noise coming from the back of the store.
Guys, I'm working by myself and I hear noise in the back.
Wenn die Dose lieber zu bist, sitzen sie nicht da die ganze Zeit hin.
What the f***, bro?
What the fuck, bro?
Something can be seen moving around in the storage area in the back.
Ooh. Yeet!
After posting the video online, shocked viewers asked Jocelyn to check the
sieht schon
security
aus, als wäre da
footage
irgendwie
of the
eine Taube oder
camera in
ein
the
Vogel
back.
oder so eingesperrt.
Now, whatever this is, it doesn't show up on camera. But about 4 hours later, in the middle of the night, when the store is closed and empty, this happens. At around 4 in the morning, a ladder falls over by itself and a pillow seems to appear out of nowhere and just drops down the stairs. Now, Jocelyn says that she was so shaken up that she has no intentions of ever returning to work at the store and might actually just quit her job. But is this real paranormal activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Too close for comfort.
Auch immer elaborate. Nee, das sind Hoaxes.
Jared, his brother David, and a friend get together one night to investigate Jared's own house in Blackpool, England. You see, Jared claims that he has experienced some creepy, unexplained events in the house. So Jared's brother David is holding an SLS camera with built-in night vision when he walks through the downstairs area to see if the camera maps out any strange figures. But then something happens that absolutely freaks out everyone.
Also alle Geister sind einfach permanent am Rumdancen. So richtig hart. Weil immer wenn sie so ein Gerät haben, dann sind sie wieder krass am Abgehen.
We want to see what we can map ourselves.
Just have a look around the room, Dave. You never know. I mean, we caught some orbs in here last time I was up here.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some orbs there.
Yeah. You never know.
We're back.
It's stuck on to the K2 meter.
K2, what was that?
Yeah, we've got Jed behind us doing the K2 and he's got a couple of lights on it, you know, so we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, all we can do is just keep going past and see.
Whoa! What the hell? Did I just see something or am I imagining it?
I don't know, let's go.
What the hell? I don't know.
Gleich läuft da jemand so mit dem Fahrrad hier vorbei. Klaut das wieder.
Dave?
I thought I saw something.
That was really quick, really spooky.
As David pans around the living room, he captures what appears to be a bizarre pale face peeking out from behind the door to the hallway.
Just keep going past them and say, "Whoa!
What the hell?"
The group looks through the house and even attempts to debunk what they just saw, but they can find no explanation as to what this is.
Ist doch der Jannis? Der drückt sich nur wieder vor der Arbeit.
Recently told a very creepy story online and followed it up with one of the creepiest pictures you'll ever see.
I need to tell you guys about the most insane evidence that I have ever seen of a ghost existing. Backstory. I was at a company get-together with my CEOs, my coworkers, and one of the owners of the company. We've all looked at us and was like, hey, do you guys want to see a ghost picture? Immediately, yes. He begins to tell us that he was in New Orleans at a restaurant called Antoine's. New Orleans, first of all, super haunted city. If you know, you know. And Antoine's is one of the oldest restaurants in the city, one of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. It has a lot of history. It used to be a jail. It is a really well-established place, has been around forever. So he's dining at this restaurant and he's offered a tour of the wine cellar. The wine cellar is huge, has thousands of bottles of wine, probably worth millions of dollars.
Gläser.
So he's taking a tour of the wine cellar, he's taking pictures. There's this guy in the wine cellar on a laptop who is apparently at auction buying more rare wine for the collection. My CEO takes pictures of this guy on his laptop, doesn't think anything of it, he doesn't see anything, leaves the restaurant, calls it a day. The next morning, he's looking through the photos and notices something. So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar.
Das sah aber anders aus, oder?
Who is on his laptop at auction doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took.
Ja, genau.
So
ja,
we all
genau.
see that. That is a full body apparition. It looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
So just who could the creepy alleged ghost woman dressed all in black in the photo be? For that, we go into the history of the restaurant.
Überhaupt nicht gefaked,
Antoine Alciatore opened his restaurant all the way back in 1840. Then in 1875, Antoine passed away when he
Der
was
jetzt irgendwie gesagt, hier auf den Fotos
only 55
aber war da
years
niemand oder so. Das
When
wäre
he
viel,
died,
viel
he left his
gruseliger
wife
und glaubhafter
Julie in
gewesen.
charge of the restaurant.
Jetzt haben wir da
So
random
could
eine
this
Frau
be
drauf.
Julie's spirit still looking over the restaurant from beyond the grave? Well, let me know what you think. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Bye, Felicia. One night, Felicia Hall is out on her back deck playing with her dog when things get weird.
Oh, ich glaube, das haben wir schon gesehen, oder? Das haben wir definitiv schon gesehen. Und wie viele Orbs sie da hat. Wow. Lässt den Hund auch einfach draußen.
Out of nowhere, Felicia hears something that sounds like someone whispering right in her ear. Something that says, "Get out." As you can tell in the video, Felicia is absolutely terrified and screams and hurries back inside, leaving her dog to
Die hat
wonder
wahrscheinlich einfach ein Video
what
auf,
just
angemacht
happened.
auf
So
dem
did Felicia
Handy.
get an angry supernatural warning? You decide.
Ja, im Pokémon irgendwie so draußen. Get out, geht erstmal rein.
Revenants and renovations. A man who works as a nurse at the IMSS hospital in Manzanillo, Mexico, was taking a tour of the recently renovated Clinic Number 10. Now, the old hospital was built in 1932 and has seen its share of death and suffering for over 90 years. So, the nurse is filming with his phone as he walks through the renovated clinic.
Das finde ich auch mal cool zum Geisterjäger. So alte Kliniken oder so. Das ist ein cooleres Gruselsetting. Liegt ja daran, dass Menschen Krankenhäuser viel auch mit Krankheit und Tod und so verbinden. Dann hat man dann das spooky Feeling.
Later, when he reviews his footage of the old hospital, he spots something that sends a chill down his spine. Something resembling a small pale face can be seen peeking around the corner in clinic number 10. The man is shocked. He says that he never noticed this strange face while filming. The man's aunt posted his video to the internet, and many viewers believe that he might have captured the spirit of a patient who passed away at the old hospital. Unearthed. This next creepy story has been going viral and actually made international news. So, TikTok user Katie Santry from Columbus, Ohio woke up one morning to find that things in her home office seem to have been mysteriously moved around.
I think my house is haunted and I'm freaking out. Like, I'm literally shaking. This is my sunroom. This is where I work. I sit here every day. There's a playroom here, doors here. This is the space. I worked in here last night until
Würde ich mich zwar mega beobachtet fühlen, weil wenn du überall Glas hast.
Close these doors. The dogs don't come in here at night. No one is in this room. I'm down this morning to work. The screen shattered. This stuff down here. This hanging off. Here's the next bit of important information. So we're building a fence. And back here, we dug a hole. There is a rolled up carpet buried underground that we came across as we were digging this hole. Rolled up carpet. Who the
Vielleicht ein sehr großer Familienhund?
rolled up carpet underground?
Katie shares her strange story online, and viewers suggest that there just might be something more.
Aber ich weiß nicht, ob die Versicherung das bezahlt, wenn du sagst, ein Geist hat dein Laptop gemacht. Wird kritisch sein.
How deep is that? Like at least 2 feet?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, right now.
At the intense urging of thousands of video commenters, Katie decides to call the police to check out the rug, just in case.
Oh, there, yeah, I see that. It's like a tassel of it. It's like the end of it. Jeez, I don't even know. Carpets, wow. I was just say it's not, 6 feet long.
Oh, yeah. No, there's just something like weird.
Now, Katie says that she thinks the rug is a bit strange, but she doesn't really think it's anything suspicious. That is until Columbus detectives arrive at her house with cadaver-sniffing dogs.
Au, hey Jan! Was sniffen die denn? Ja, ich wollte gerade sagen, macht er da jetzt erstmal hin? Der hätte hingemacht und jetzt riecht der andere einfach nur, oder was?
Oh my God.
Two cadaver dogs both signal and sit on the area where the rug was found, indicating that the dogs believe that there is a body there. And this is when Katie's casual story about a paranormal haunting and a buried rug starts to get a bit out of control. In fact, Katie's story becomes international news.
In a series of videos garnering millions of views, Katie Santry shared she may have discovered a body buried in a rug in her yard.
The entire thing blew up on TikTok this week.
Aber das darf doch eigentlich nicht so allzu lange dauern. Die Polizei kann das doch ausprobieren und nachgucken.
Showing she and her husband found this rug buried in her yard. She reached out to police. Well, police showed up with cadaver dogs.
Even after the first dog sat, I really didn't think the second dog was going to do it too. I thought maybe it was just an accident. And when the second dog did it too, I freaked out.
I think it is absolutely crazy for something to happen like in our area.
Understandably, Katie is completely overwhelmed as a homicide team arrives at her property to dig.
This is crazy. Okay.
It might not mean anything yet.
Okay.
Wait and see what the interpretation of the results are.
Okay. So homicide is here and missing persons, and now CSI is bringing the shovels out. And I can see news.
Es heißt, das ist ja auch nicht ihr Garten, ne? Die wollen da ja nur einen Zaun bauen. Das heißt also, das ist eigentlich der Garten von ihrem Nachbarn.
And there's 6 of them. Some of them are in the hole.
Katie's viewers watch and wait for hours as the homicide team carefully digs out and examines pieces of the stained carpet.
You guys, they have recovered the hole, and this has been the most absurd, insane experience of my life. What did they find? No, they didn't find a body. They found a mother effing
Die
rug
Polizei will nicht
with some
tätigen.
rubber.
Was?
The question remains of why did the dogs hit? I don't know. Both dogs, not just one, two. I don't know. The other question remains is who broke my laptop?
So, Katie is happy with the news that the Columbus homicide team has not found anything suspicious buried with the rug. But viewers that followed Katie's story and even some news
Okay, die haben einfach nur verbuddelten
are just
Teppich
not
gefunden.
completely convinced.
Okay, so the update is they took the rug.
Okay.
Police did. They did not find a body yet.
Yeah, what do you mean yet?
Because the dogs marked on the rug, so there has to have been a body at some point.
I don't believe for a second they didn't find anything in that rug. Not for a single second. I think she was posting too much about it, so they decided not to tell her what they found. Or because they took it away for forensics, it was a mirror on the rug, no body.
Kann natürlich sein, dass einfach nur der Teppich voller Blut
Even
war.
though police say the rug was fine, there's still some
Weil da eine leichte
skepticism
Drauflage
and
für die
some
Zeit.
outright conspiracy theories
Könnte auch
about
sein.
that rug. But what do you think? Alone? Matty Magarachi says that his house in Monroe Township, New Jersey is very haunted. In fact, Matty has been posting about the strange activity in his home for over 4 years. One night, Matty is home alone with his dogs when strange things start to happen.
What's going on?
Richtig super. That's how it works.
Matty's parents are away on vacation, leaving him all alone in the house. And something else happens that makes his blood run cold.
Alles okay bei dir? Beleidigt, weil du kein Leckerli mehr gekriegt hast. Eins kann ich dir noch geben, Kollege. Du musst aber langsamer die pressen, sonst hast du bald keine mehr.
What the f is that?
What
the f was that?
So these are just a couple of the many videos that Matty has shared online over the last 4 years. So could it be that Matty's house is actually haunted by something? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? You decide.
Gefunden, ja. Oh, schon vorbei? Was ist da denn los? Okay, gab's da noch ein neues von Nuke? Ich finde ja immer witzig, weil die so scheiße gemacht sind. Den Menschen ist es schwer, in uns kein Lecker. Richtig. Fröhliche Ananas auch dir, Räuber. Wie geht's dir? Bist du schon vorbereitet? Warum sitzt du da? Deine Lecker, die sind hier in dieser Dose, ne? Die sind nicht mehr dort. Du kannst jetzt also an Plätze sitzen. Nein, super. Haben wir denn? Wir haben hier noch das Big Baby. Achso, das sind die für mich Seiten. 10 scary videos or you're a baby. Das passt doch auch gut, oder? Wollen wir uns das angucken? Sieht doch gut aus. Jetzt finden wir raus, ob wir ein Baby sind.
This next creepy footage was captured live on national TV in Argentina. So in Argentina, there's a program called Phenomenos, which is broadcast live and covers notable weather events in Argentina and around the world. The show's co-host, Matthias Bertolotti, is doing a normal weather forecast for the upcoming weekend, when this happens.
Por eso es el día quizás de estos próximos días, porque se viene la humedad. Y ahora sí, la esperada lluvia en la zona central, que están esperándola muchísimo, asociada con las perturbaciones de mal tiempo, va a realzar todo esto.
The program switches to a live security camera overlooking the boardwalk of the city of Corrientes, but something pale and translucent can be seen walking across the field and out of frame. A strange figure looks almost like the torso of a person.
Das liegt bestimmt wieder an der schlechten Kameraqualität.
Almost as if whoever or whatever this is running. A shocked viewer is watching the show and shares the footage to his Instagram. It quickly gets a massive amount of attention. By the end of the program, Matthias looks at the footage live on air and says that both he and the TV crew have no idea what this is. But they do know that whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have any legs.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es eso que pasa cuando estábamos en vivo? Esto sucedió en vivo, esto no es, o sea, no estamos jodiendo, se los digo en serio, no estamos jodiendo, esto pasó en vivo cuando estábamos hablando del tiempo y la cámara es de paso de la patria.
Ahí viene corriendo.
Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿No tiene patas?
Joggt sogar rückwärts.
The Continental Inn. Jenna Snow works at the Continental Inn in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a hotel which sits right across the road from a cemetery that is the final resting place of nearly 19,000 bodies. With a location like that, it's no wonder that the hotel has built up quite a bit of a reputation for being haunted. Now Jenna is working the front desk at 5 in the morning when she and one of her co-workers, Tim, spot something very odd on the lobby security camera.
They said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
They dug up the bodies and what?
Do they have it there, buddy? Yeah.
Hey, Noel.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes
Das ist aber Nebeleffekt und drüber
He
gesetzt
is.
haben.
How do you know this?
Well, because Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up. I freaked the out because I saw it. And then I tried to do a video review to record it, and it wouldn't let me.
A faint, pale figure can be seen moving around the hotel lobby and sitting down in one of the chairs, before just disappearing completely. Jenna's co-worker Tim claims that he's seen the bizarre figure many times before, and he believes that it has wandered over from the cemetery across the road. But lost spirit or not, I leave that up to you to decide. Mirror, mirror.
Stimmt kein Rauch.
Melina Zunder is celebrating Mother's Day in her home in Nova Trento, Brazil. She records herself as she enjoys a Brazilian dessert treat and shows the thoughtful present that she received from her son. But then, something happens that shocks her to her core.
Gente, eu vou comer com vocês o melhor brigadeiro da vida.
Oh, das sieht lecker aus, der Pudding.
Doceria da Lulu. E olha que bonitinho que eu ganhei no dia das mães atrasado.
Ja.
Mas ela me deu. É espelhinho de bolsa. Deixa eu abrir e mostrar. Olha.
Oh,
que lindo.
So ein kleiner Taschenspiegel.
Deixa eu abrir. Ai, meu Deus. Amei. E agora
das Video haben wir doch auch schon gesehen, oder nicht? Moment, das kommt mir sehr bekannt vor, wo sie da im Spiegel kurz ein Gesicht zu sehen ist.
Did you see it? In the reflection in the mirror, a pale face can be seen looking right at Melina, almost as if someone was standing right in front of her. After reviewing her video 2 days later, Melina is shocked. She posts the video to her TikTok in search of answers. The video goes viral, quickly gaining over 3 million views. Many stunned viewers wonder whether there's anything in front of her that could have been reflected in the mirror, like a TV. But Melina shows that in front of where she was sitting at the time, there's actually a backyard, not even a wall. She also says that her husband and son were inside at the time. So just who or what is this? And did that mirror come with an uninvited guest attached? Crossing over. TikTok user Mutalu4256 is driving down a quiet road somewhere in Thailand at around 8 o'clock in the evening. Suddenly, well, just watch.
Okay.
A woman wearing a white dress appears out of nowhere, forcing the panicked driver to swerve around her. When brightening and slowing down the footage, things get even weirder. The eerie apparition seems to only partially appear, and then it just disappears altogether. So could this driver have captured evidence of the paranormal on his dash cam? You decide. Apartment tour gone wrong. A realtor from Ladson, South Carolina is giving a tour of a brand new luxury apartment to an interested couple. Then
Apartment tour gone wrong. Machst du den Schrank auf, plötzlich hängt da eine Leiche. Hoppla!
So this is the oval.
Yeah, that would help me actually.
Hübsch. Ist ja irgendwie so typisch amerikanisch, oder? So eine Kochinsel in der Mitte der Küche.
Yeah. Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry, I kicked you. Like, there's a person in there.
Da liegt wer. Immer diese Studenten, überall liegen so rum. Ja, wahrscheinlich ein Squatter.
The woman touring the apartment heads alone into the back bedroom and checks out the closet. But surprise, because there's just some weird dude hiding in there. Understandably, she kind of freaks out and runs out of the room and warns the others. The realtor is shocked, and after checking out the bedroom herself, she just says, okay, we're gonna go.
Tatsache, das ist wahrscheinlich aber ein Squatter gewesen.
A person in there.
There's a person in there?
Ja, dann nimmt er sich das Fahrrad und geht einfach her.
Now, it bears repeating that these are brand new luxury apartments in a guarded community. So it seems odd that a squatter could even get in there. But what would you do if you were touring an apartment and a guy just popped out of the closet?
Da wird sich auch, also ich hätte mich da auch mega schauen, wenn da plötzlich einfach ein Typ drin liegt. Rechnest du ja nicht mit, wenn du eine Wohnungsbesichtigung machst.
While you are sleeping. It's 3 in the morning in Erie, Pennsylvania, and Jorge Cruz and his family are all fast asleep in bed. Suddenly, their bedroom door slams shut. Now, Jorge is woken up by the sound, but doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. But the next day, he begins to wonder what could have caused the door to slam. He checks their baby monitor footage, and what he finds makes his blood run cold.
Baby? Okay. Oh, Schatten. Schatten spielt mit dem Plüschtier. Ja, das ist das, was Geister und Dämonen tun. Die gehen zu dir ins Bett und spielen mit deinen Plüschtieren.
Loud banging can be heard before the bedroom door slams shut. Then a dark shadow-like figure can be seen creeping up the bottom of the baby's crib, seemingly watching the child sleep. The dark mass seems to reach over toward the child, even moving around a stuffed animal. Then it simply disappears into thin air. Jorge says that he feels the entity might be a dark presence in his home.
Ich finde es manchmal interessant, was für lustige Ideen die haben, um sowas zu faken.
Let me know what you think. Sick 'em, Blue. A woman and her dog are seriously freaked out when they notice a chair mysteriously rocking back and forth on her back patio.
Look, you guys, it rocks.
Nein, ein Schaukelstuhl, der draußen steht und sich bewegt. Nein.
That's
I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it. I know. I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick on Blue.
Alles total echt.
Baby, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, bitch. Get him, Blue.
We got a ghost, bitch.
Little Shih Tzu puppy Blue anxiously barks and growls at the chair as it continues to rock back and forth all on its own. Now, unfortunately, the original source of this video was lost through the internet, almost like it was erased entirely. But many curious viewers of the video believe Blue can see or sense something that we can't. The viewers wonder whether the chair belonged to someone who might have passed away.
Also so, Frau Holver, immer wenn Eerie random anfängt zu bellen, liegt das nicht an irgendwelchen Geräuschen oder so, dann sind da Geister.
User Celeste Castro from the city of Culiacan, Mexico is home alone at 1 a.m. when she hears strange sounds coming from her living room.
No. Mames, no sé qué hacer ya, no sé qué hacer.
Ja, bellt die weg. Bonjour.
No mames, güey, no mames, está abierta la puta puerta. Ay, no.
Jemand hat dir deine Reifen geklaut.
No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie, no hay nadie. Voy a cerrar la puerta y le voy a poner seguro porque la neta se supone, no hay nadie, literal, no hay nadie en plebes. O sea, no sé qué voy a hacer. Aquí voy a dejar el celular grabando.
Zufälligerweise
a ver si
hat die da auch genau so ein Handy gestellt, einfach rumstehen.
Porque la neta, ya,
und ein zweites Handy zum Aufnehmen.
De que estén pasando cosas y no sepa qué es. La voy a dejar grabando y me voy a ir al cuarto. Me da mucho miedo, please, me da mucho miedo ver lo que hay.
Ja, der Geist wollte dir sagen, räum die weg, die wird schlecht.
Yo quiero saber lo que realmente pasó. No mames, no mames, no mames. No mames.
Was ist denn das für ein Gesöff, was du da stehen hast?
No mames, güey, no mames. ¿Qué vergas es eso? ¿Qué vergas es eso? Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando. No mames. No mames, no mames.
Celeste gets the scare of a lifetime when she sees something peek out from behind her kitchen refrigerator. That's about enough, and she just gets out of there. She spent the rest of the night at her cousin's house. To this day, Celeste claims that she has no idea what she captured on her phone that night. She says that nothing weird or out of the ordinary has happened at her house since then. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A house with horrible history. Reddit user Octopus Funeral has been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in his home in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So the backstory on his house is that nearly 100 years ago, in 1925, a man suffered an extreme nervous breakdown and brutally ended the lives of his 2 young daughters before ending his own life. Now, almost a century later, Reddit user Octopus Funeral says he used to be a skeptic, but that all changed when he moved into this house. He says that strange, unexplained events began to haunt
Octopus Funeral das sagt, dann stimmt das.
Paranormal encounters became more extreme and aggressive with every passing day in the house. One day, he's in the basement doing laundry, and he feels that something is just kind of off. he takes out his phone and starts to record.
Wie trustworthy ist er denn
What
heuer?
happens next is downright creepy.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really. That's freaky stuff right there, man.
Dann muss das stimmen.
Yep, that's what you call.
Ein Dude-Level. Aber der Zuckerfahrer, das zwischen den Audi hat den Verschnitt damals gereicht. Guck mal, dann entweder gibst du das Black mal mit, säufst es endlich mal auf, oder kippst es aus und schmeißt es weg. Hier werden keine Flaschen gehortet, Madame.
So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close. Stay like that. Oh, there you go.
Das will ich als Squid Gravitation.
Holy crap, that's freaky.
Reddit user Octopus
Den hat der Geist
says
auch schon
that the
runtergeschmissen, wenn er dir das
paranormal
sagen
activity in the
wollte.
house freaked him out so much that he and his family eventually just moved out back in 2017. He says that since then he didn't even want to think about that house. But only recently he decided to transfer this video from his old phone
Deswegen, trink's endlich oder gib's Blackheit mit. Dann sollte er es trinken.
So is this old house in Philadelphia haunted by the tragic spirits who lost their lives there? You decide. Tick tock. TikTok user Hevelista says he made the terrible mistake of fooling around with a Ouija board at his home in Germany. And, of course, it did not go well.
Leute, ich schwöre euch bei Gott.
Ich schwöre dir bei Gott, Digga.
Die ist eben einfach aufgegangen. Ich wollte mich gerade schlafen legen. Auf einmal ist die aufgegangen. Die ganzen Tage ist die nicht aufgegangen. Und jetzt gerade hat die sich einfach geöffnet, Digga.
Tatsächlich, Digga.
Wenn hier irgendwas in diesem Raum ist, dann macht diese Tür auf.
Oh, das ist sehr gut dumm. Aber meinst du, 24 Stunden reichen? Weil ich leg dir aber meistens für 2 Tage Minimum ein. Schon durchziehen.
Wenn hier irgendein Geist oder so drin ist und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür auf.
Ja, nee. Digga. Digga, nein.
Bro, ich schwöre bei Gott, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter, hier ist keine Schnur oder so. Nicht, dass ihr denkt, ich verarsche euch, Bruder. Guck mal. Guck mal.
Ja, ich guck.
Hier ist keine Schnur, nix. Ich schwöre.
Jetzt zeig mal die Innenseite.
Gar nichts.
Na, aber geh mal weiter rein. Ja. Hängt auch ganz normal, ne? Die musst du. Eigentlich hängt die quer, aber auch gut. Sag mal die andere Seite von der Uhr. Bruder, kann das sein, dass deine Uhr einfach nur schräg aufgehängt ist? Die geht ja so schon von alleine auf.
Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Ich schwöre, meine Mutter, guck. Oh mein Gott.
Mach die Heizung an.
Oh mein Gott. Diese Ouija-Boards genau hier. Diese Ouija-Boards genau
Oh,
hier.
Part 2, Bruder. Noch. Bruder, was noch passiert? Geil. Gänsehaut, Junge. So Gänsehaut. Ah, natürlich auch ein Ouija-Brett im Haus. Natürlich. Haben mit Schweinebauch, mit den Tempura. Lecker.
Mein Herz ist am Rasen, Bruder. Mein Herz ist am Rasen.
Die geht ja schon so von alleine auf. Ich glaube einfach nur, dass die Wand total unwucht ist. Sieht auch sehr, sehr schräg aus. Als würde die so oben ein bisschen nach hinten geschrägt sein. Nicht das selbstgebaute Ouija-Brett. Guter Digger. Mach nicht
The door of an
diesen.
antique clock hanging on the wall opens up by itself, after which the pendulum just drops right out of the clock's frame. TikTok user Hevelista says that's about enough. And the very next day, he burns both the clock and the Ouija board.
Nicht das Luigi-Brot!
This begs the question,
Nein!
what would you do? Would you just burn it all?
Das ist mit Liebe gebastelt worden.
Really quick, I just wanted to mention that there was also a video posted last
Nico,
week,
hi,
and I
wie geht's
know
dir?
I'm posting now a lot sooner
Nicht das
than usual,
Luigi-Brett,
so make sure you didn't miss last.
Das ist so dumm, ey. Oh, ist das schlimm, ey. Burnt to the ground. So, ein Video schaffen wir noch vor 21 Uhr. Dann gucken wir uns tatsächlich den Fullscreen-Terror an. Wie man sieht, Fullscreen-Terror, ne? Erste Video, direkt Hochkant-Video. Ja, gute Fullscreen-Horror.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted.
Sieht eher so aus,
Goes
als
that
wäre
long
Erie
ago,
da
a
ziemlich
woman was carrying
reingechillt.
her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel.
Crybaby Tunnel.
So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been
Was
down in here
absolutely
in a place called Crybaby
terrifying.
Tunnel. It's a place. It's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, where her body was dumped right there in the creek down here.
Der Prompt war sowas wie creepy Text for creepy Videos und totally creepy. In Fullscreen. On YouTube.
It's a dead deer.
Totally creepy.
It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky.
Ja, der sieht auch total, der klingt auch total gespukt. Da ist ein totes Reh. Ja, wieder hier nicht feststecken. Na, es ist total spooky. Total cool.
Hello? Right. Oh, hell no.
Der wäre ja cool. Hell no! Hell no!
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside?
Glück, es hätte ja auch ein Oh Lordy Carmen sein können.
Come in.
Das war zum Glück nur ein Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows. TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan.
Chic.
When this happens.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location, 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house.
Ja, wenn nicht, dann bezahle ich aber auch weniger.
Ghost or not? And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Reaper. TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. She spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right?
Mhm.
Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me waving, closing the door. What is that?
Sieht aus wie ein Schatten.
And here comes the door back opening.
Ja, du hast es gerade selbst bestätigt. Der Schatten, den du da hast, ist die Tür, die du auf und zu machst. Der wurde nämlich kleiner, als du die Tür geschlossen hast. Und größer, als du es geöffnet hast. Es ist einfach Schatten, Mädel.
Hi.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway.
Haben wir ja sogar gesehen, dass der Schatten breiter wurde, als sie gesagt hat, jetzt mache ich die Tür wieder auf.
A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day.
Echt? Im Krankenhaus ist jemand gestorben?
Jess has never
Was?
posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life
Kann
and
gar nicht. Das
experiences
passiert
working
nie.
as a certified nursing assistant.
Image on the room.
So could this be a Reaper caught on camera? You decide. Down below. Crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
Pennywise kommt. Doma, versteck dich.
Trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee.
Doma, versteck dich. Da ist Pennywise drin.
This. Honestly, this is coming from the dream.
Kann natürlich auch sein, dass einfach am Ende der Rohre einfach irgendwelche Jugendlichen da reinbrüllen, aber
That's some creepy word.
Business mit Krimskrams, ja.
Who is that? What is going on around here?
Come down, Georgie. Oh, I can fly down here.
Obnoxious as hell.
Come with us, Georgie.
Maura and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much less singing.
Hier, einfach so ein Rohr
Now, Maura is
reingebrüllt.
in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all.
Das
Maura
sind die
simply
Geister,
posted
Nico, das
this
sind die
one
Geister.
creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now,
Die Weichteilen zwar nicht, aber so angreifen haben sie schon versucht. Ich weiß. Ah nee, kannst du ja nicht wissen, wenn du die neueren Filme wahrscheinlich nicht gesehen hast. Ich würde den. Ach, ich weiß nicht, von den Büchern würde ich die vielleicht auch abraten. Da sind Szenen drin, die sind schon hart fragwürdig. Besonders die Szene kurz bevor sie mit Pennywise kämpfen, mit dem Mädel. Ich dürfte die Szene hier auf Twitch nicht mal beschreiben.
Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone.
Na, es geht eher darum, was die Kids da machen. Das ist ebenso eklig.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening.
My kids have paws. Oh Gott. Es ist so klar. Wie viele Katzen hat er? 12?
I came here to feed the cats.
Und das Stock-Footage spielt er in dem Rahmen.
And I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on. But even if I did leave it on,
nee, nicht mit dem Kid, sondern mit dem Mädel, was dabei
even
ist.
if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really.
Guck mal, wenn ich nur so ganz eben, so ganz touch mache, dann passiert nichts. Aber wenn ich drücken würde, dann würde was passieren. Aber das tue ich natürlich nicht.
And now that I'm looking around, there's stuff knocked over, there's plants knocked over, there's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on.
Ja, Sir, ich muss Ihnen mitteilen, Sie haben Katzen im Haus.
Nothing here. Do you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane?
Sachen aus Regalen geworfen oder umgekippt. Dinge auf Bodenhöhe werden angestupst. Sir, Sie haben Katzen im Haus.
This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here.
Nein, ja, nein!
There's a closet door. This
Böses Jan. Ganz, ganz böses Jan.
Never opened that door. It's always been locked.
Juri, mach was.
Just the weirdest things are
happening.
happening.
Da liegt.
Weirdest things.
Oh, ein langer
An
Tag.
electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window. Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move.
Ja, meine Katze weiß auch gar nicht, was los ist.
You can see it's very slight. It's very slight. But you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking.
Warum zum Henker hast du diese Vase so extrem wackelig auf die Kante gestellt? Das Ding wackelt ja schon bei jeder Luftbewegung.
Fly off to the restaurant. And then the hamper. Or maybe the hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there.
Yeah, normal activities.
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser, and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying
at his paranormal activities.
Scary videos. Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
Okay, ja. Ja, da kann man sich erschrecken mit der fucking Schlange einfach. Eine Schlange. Firo, Schlange. Eine Schlange. Eerie,
a big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him.
Das war knapp.
Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss, and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in. In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it
Ich rede von der Buchszene, nicht von der Filmszene. Im Buch sind Szenen beschrieben, was die Kinder und das Mädel machen in ihrem Baumhaus, bevor sie gegen Pennywise kämpfen. Der Kontext, also die Prämisse ist also nach dem Motto, ja, wir könnten ja sterben. Das sind alles minderjährige Kinder. Die tun da Dinge, die sind nicht so gut. Und da ist es sehr fragwürdig, warum Stephen King das wichtig war, dass das unbedingt in seinem Buch drin ist. Haben sie nicht in den Film zeigen können, logischerweise. Das ist eine Schlange, die Viagra gefressen hat. Oh nein! Ja. Der Toy ist kaputt.
It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving! If it was in the air, goes for the child, you'll freak out. It just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is
ob da irgendwie auf einer Seite von dem Holz irgendwie so eine krasse Spannung war, dass die Verleimung irgendwie nicht richtig gut war oder so? Was könnte da die normale Erklärung sein?
So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church? Let me know what you think. Strange noises from the toilet. This next video was posted to the Nukes Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs.
Ja, ja, alles was der sagt ist absolut echt, ey. Ist bestimmt nicht unter Influencers. Er hat keine Substanzen konsumiert. Alter, oder der Müllberg da hinten. Eieieiei.
Hello? A soft female voice can be heard calling out, Dustin? Now, Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hello?
Melville Cemetery. A Nukes Top 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery. Things start to go wrong. What happens next is truly
also Häufer und Sofa, ne? Mein Geburtstag steht noch an und ich habe noch kein vernünftiges Luigi-Brett mehr. Wisst ihr Bescheid? Aber ich will nicht das Kack-Schneidebrett haben. Schon ein vernünftiges.
Why is it going to no?
Das ist so gruselig ohnmächtig geworden. Ja, ist bewusstlos.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was
it you that moved the
camera? Bro.
Ja, natürlich das Original von Hasbro. Ja, natürlich das Schreck. Alter, ich guck doch nicht das Video. Ich guck doch nicht die ganze Zeit da irgendwie bei den Redeems rein.
Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that would like
Ohne
to talk
Ponys
to me?
natürlich. Richtig gutes, gruseliges Bamboo. Spoopy. Real spoopy.
Bro, I didn't even ask it.
Nee, ich weiß nicht, das ist schon eine sasse Frage. Nee, lieber nicht.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Go, Snapper!
Bro.
Am Nachbarn. Sir, gehen Sie vom Wagen weg!
I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the f are the keys?
Brian is a little freaked out. But his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Oh my f***ing God, bro.
Na toll, jetzt ist dein Luigi-Brett weg.
Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my God, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
I'm leaving, bro.
I'm leaving.
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery.
Was denken denn bitte schön die Typen, die dann das Tor wieder aufmachen nach der Nachtschicht, wenn sie da plötzlich einfach random Luigi-Brett finden?
He didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So Brian goes back again.
Natürlich auf Kick gestreamt, natürlich.
Retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro.
Nur da kannst du kriminelle Sachen zeigen.
Chris, look at the stream.
Er schon sagte ja, ich springe über den Zaun. Straftat, darfst du nicht streamen.
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out there. I'm not gonna get out of here.
Bro, what is burning though?
What is burning?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery. Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
You didn't see it? No. Bro, you had to be so No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at oh shit. Look, show the fire. Is this the board? Bro, there was literally a fire sitting on the board.
Wo ist denn das Feuer?
Bro, I'm jumping.
Earlier today you did your blessings, you did your prayers.
Ja, eben, Bambo,
Literally
wirklich.
graves.
Only on Kick.
This looks like a graveyard watch or something.
No, it's not. Bro, I see it.
Ah, natürlich. Natürlich.
It's the board and the planchette.
Mhm. ist einfach einer von seinen Kollegen hingegangen, hat da Benzin drauf gekippt und das angezündet. Einfach nur für die Klicks.
Bro, I'm not touching it.
Alter, das ist auf dem Friedhof.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, just say goodbye. Drag it, say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board.
Ja, irgendwie, ne, weil er nicht Tschüss
He just
gesagt
gets
hat,
out
ne?
of there.
Wo die sauern haben, das
But
angezündigt von
is it
Trotz,
real?
ne? Ja.
Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you.
Also ist das Brett bis da hochgewandert oder was? Und hat sich dann gedacht, oh, ich brenne jetzt.
Scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel. I'm Wishy. Drawn out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
Ach, solange es keine Dark Turn ist.
Like adjusting the wheel a little bit, and we'll let that essential dry for a couple minutes so it doesn't rub off. This one's in the better than black and just that hard reading. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute. Like especially like if I like blend it in, I like blend it in. Oh, good job. What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved?
Geister wollen nicht, dass sie ein Tattoo kriegt.
In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone.
Ja, so funktioniert das. In dem Namen von Jesus Christus. Lass uns zu Scheiß verdammt nochmal Dreckkack fucken ihr alleine. So muss das. Du musst richtig schön fluchen dabei.
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm. But then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. They get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary.
Was passiert, wenn deine Kreditkarte nicht würdig ist?
Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Aber das passt ja perfekt. Ich hüpfe mit euch in den Chatting rüber. So. Nach unserem Digger Jesus. Lass uns scheiß nochmal in Ruhe, Bro. So muss das. Das sind die moderneren Priester. Ja, oder? Oder, Firo? Ist doch super. Ja, ich mache schon mal im Discord die Bühne auf, damit ihr da gleich reinhöppeln könnt. Das ist auf dem Discord ganz normal, wenn ihr ein bisschen runter scrollt bei Voice. Da gibt es Eldritch Cinema. Da mache ich jetzt mal die Stage auf. Midnight with the Devil. Ups. So. Plöpp. So, das Podium ist schon da. Da könnt ihr auch so reinjoinen. Und ja, da werde ich dann gleich den Film anmachen und euch übertragen. Ich hoffe mal, dass ich das einigermaßen hinkriege. Und ansonsten, ja, dann kommt schnell rüber. Für die, die noch nicht in unserem Discord sind oder gerne dazukommen wollen, einfach hier einmal draufklicken. Und schon seid ihr mit dabei. Wir warten so ein paar Minütchen eben kurz, ne, bevor wir das starten. Ich beende nämlich dann gleich hier schon mal den Stream. Und dann, ja, dann gucken wir uns gleich ganz gemütlich im Discord den Film an. Moment, ich mache mich mal so lange nochmal eben stumm im Discord. Dann hört ihr mich doppelt. Ist gemütlich da, oder? Ja. Also noch sind Sitzplätze frei. Die sind auch schön beheizt und schön flauschig. Kommt gerne rein und schaut mit uns. Bitte Eldo gar nicht irritiert. Deswegen ich habe mich jetzt gemutet. Da werde ich gleich den Raum vorbereiten. Ansonsten, wir sehen uns im Stream am Montag wieder. Da werden wir wieder ein bisschen TCG-Simulator spielen und schauen, dass wir wieder, ja, jetzt haben wir ja Dennis und Clannis. Stimmt, ich mache noch Popcorn, genau. Ja, da werden wir dann wieder MTG Trading Card Simulator spielen. Also, ihr Lieben, dann wünsche ich euch, bis die nicht mitschauen, ein wunderschönes Wochenende. Lasst euch nicht ärgern und bis Montag. Für alle anderen, wir sehen uns gleich auf der Bühne. Bis gleich und ciao, ciao.